Hey guys, Charlie here from Crochet, and today I'm just going to be going over all my crochet gadgets that I have that I think are very helpful. They're helpful for me. But also, I want to put this disclaimer here, you do not need any of these to crochet. All you need is yarn and a hook. Doesn't matter the yarn, you can literally get a ball of yarn from Poundland and a hook from Poundland and a pair, and I'm sure you have kitchen scissors. Boom, you're all set up to crochet. I mean, you don't even need the hook. If you get a bulky enough yarn, you can do finger crochet. But these are the tools that I have that I've been given or I've asked for over time. So to start with, the ones that aren't really tools, they're just extras of what things I already have. These tubes. One of these came with a set, and the other I bought because I was running out of darning needles. So these are just little tubes that are full of darning needles. I'm always losing my darning needles, so these are helpful. Very helpful. And then for Christmas, as you saw when I told you what I got for Christmas, stitch markers. My sister got me a case of some more stitch markers because I was running out, which I'm very useful. Very helpful. I use them all the time. That little pouch I normally keep a darning needle and stitch markers in, I just pop a few of those in there and boom, I'm set for a while until I lose them. Okay, now one gadget I use all the time. My yarn unwinder. Sorry, it's connected to my Sally project. But my yarn unwinder. I use this all the time when I'm at home crocheting. I just pop the yarn on there, connect it like that, and then as I'm crocheting, this spins and releases the yarn. But currently it's kind of releasing a little bit too much. Okay, so that's all ready for when I start. And I continue crocheting later. Next gadget is something I bought for myself a few years ago. Also, that one I got for Christmas, not last year, the year before. Yeah, my parents got that for me for Christmas. I love it. I get so much use out of it. So another thing, I bought this out of my own Christmas. Wait, let me do this one first. So this I got for Christmas. Same year I got the yarn unwinder from my parents. And it's my blocking board. Yes, I do have some squares on here right now. Some little squares and a square for my blanket. But yeah, I got a blocking board a few years ago for Christmas from my parents. And it came with this spray bottle, which you see me using to wet my squares. And it also came with the little pole stick thingies, but they started going missing. Pretty sure my sister was taking them for what reason she would, I don't know. And then it also came with a stand, which is in the back room. I normally stand this on there in the back room where all my craft stuff is. But then separately, I bought this case. It's just a case with some extra pins and that. So it's just a case with extra pins because, as I said, mine were going missing, so I needed more. And also came with a tape measure, which because I've left in the back room. Oh well. So yeah, I would say this is worth it, especially if you do a lot of granny squares and a lot of things that need to be blocked. I mean, yes, you only have a set size. You can block it so big too. One way. So yeah, you can only really block things that are this big. But still, I'd say that's pretty big. I mean, especially since I normally do smaller granny squares, definitely works. I mean, before I had the back room set up, I was literally just having it sat like this, right over there on top of my book. Anyway, I'd say that is worth it. But you don't even need that to block squares. You can literally just get one of those foam mat things, put on the board, use some tacks or little pins that you use on bulletin boards and that, those little pins. You can literally just use that to block it. Like, very easy. You don't even need that. You can literally just wet it, lay it down on a towel, and then stretch it to the size you want. I mean, it won't be as precise, but still, it'll work. Another thing is, I bought this out of my own Christmas money. Same year, I got the blocking board and the yarn unwinder. It's my yarn winder. This is very good, especially since cakes work best on my yarn unwinder. So I normally cake up the yarn before I use it. Just clamp it to the cable and then and just around and around real fast. The one thing with mine is, like, I have to hold this up or else it'll just end up starting to pull in or start flopping around everywhere. Like, I have to hold this up. But when I was using it from my friend who also crochets and has one very similar to this, they said that they don't have to do that for theirs. So yeah, that might just be a problem with my one. Might not be a problem with all of them, but just beware. Now, next thing is, now this one, I don't really think is worth it, is this. Like, the safety eyes, definitely worth it. I need them for my frogs, but the little gadget it came with, I don't think that's very worth it. Because, I mean, the times I've tried to use it on my frogs and that, it's just hard to use. Like, I regret getting this. I do regret getting it. Yeah, maybe I just need more practice with it, but I regret it. I deeply regret it. Yeah. Okay, but that's the only thing out of all my gadgets I regret. Next thing is my neck light. Now you don't even need to get this only for crochet. You can get it for reading as well, or even just doing anything in the dark. I mean, it works with my diamond painting, because when it starts getting dark and I'm doing diamond painting, or even I'm just so close, I'm like hunched over it doing a far part, and then my shadow is blocking out the light and I can't see the numbers. This is very useful. It has 3 settings. That's the brightest it goes. Then you click it again to turn it off. So you can just decide how bright or how dim you want it. This is very helpful, especially when I'm using black yarn, because I find it very hard to see with black yarn. So yeah, I find this very helpful, and it's also very helpful when in winter, when it starts getting lighter later and it's getting darker earlier. It's very helpful to see what I'm doing. I probably won't use it much during summer, but it's very helpful during winter. And you'll notice the power on it is dying when the light is getting dimmer. That's what I've noticed. The light just starts slowly getting dimmer when there's not too much battery left in it. So yeah, that's one thing to watch out on. Okay, and now the last one, I have gone through this very quickly, is, if I can grab it, it's on the floor, my jar for my scrap yarn. I got this nice big jar because, well, I noticed I was using a small jar that used to have a sauce in it that I washed out very well. I washed it out and then I left it to soak to try and get the smell out, and I kept, washing it and doing that to hope until it was fully clean and I could no longer smell the tomato sauce that was in there. But it still made the yarn stink, so I kind of had to throw that scrap yarn away, because who wants their project to smell like tomato sauce? But yeah, so I bought this jar. As you can see, it is filled to the brim, so I need to make some plushies to use this up. But I don't really make many plushies. Yeah, but it's only got so much, because basically all of that is from one scarf. It was one scarf. There was a bunch of, well, if you saw that video, you would know. It's a bunch of small strings and that had gone very annoying. Starting to wish I didn't frog that scarf. So yeah, I'm just trying to use this up. That's another reason why I'm making this Sally, so I can use them up. But it's taking forever. Yeah, and which is kind of annoying when you're trying to use up your scraps. Then you also are making squares for other projects, and then you weave in the ends, and then you got more scraps. Starting to think I might need a second scrap jar while I use this one up. Because currently I'm just putting it on my yarn cart. Anyway, I know I said this one was the last one, but I've just remembered another one. And it is my yarn cart, which I just got off Amazon, like pretty cheap, and I really like it. I very enjoy my yarn cart because it's got wheels, but it can also lock those wheels. It's got 2 shelves and then 1 top work surface for you to put things in, and 1 drawer. Comes with 4 hooks. So as you probably saw, I used the hooks on the sides to put bags on. And then it also came with 2 little cup thingies that you can then put whatever tools you have in there. So yeah, I'd say that yarn cart was very worth it. I am going to put all these into my wish list on Amazon, and I'll link that wish list down below, along with my Instagram, where you can go and buy my frogs, worms, and my scrunchies, which I am very excited. I cannot wait to get my first order. Yeah, so I guess that's everything. Wow, short video this week. Sorry guys, that's so short, but also, and I'm going to let you guys know this now, the third part to How Much Can I Crochet While Binging Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts is coming. It is going to be coming, I think first week of April, I think it is. If that's the wrong date, don't mind me, because I've gone the DVDs, they've just arrived. So I'm going to be watching the last 2 tomorrow, and obviously crocheting and doing what I can during it. And so then I'll be editing that video, all ready to be posted first week of April. because I'm having a at-home picnic with my friends for a late birthday celebration for me. So I thought, oh, I'll save that video since it'll be all made and then post it when I don't have time to make a video in a week. You know, trying to be smart about it. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hype this video, please. And I will see you in the next one. And I'll see you then. Bye, guys.